Right, this is my video looking at my Schecter C-5 bass and the modifications I've done to it since I bought it. The reason why I'm doing this is because I've made so many changes to the bass since I bought it. It's actually the first bass I owned. It's no longer the same as a C5 bass is from the shop, and there's lots of small things you can do which make a massive impact on the sound. So I'm going to go through them. So if you're looking at buying a Schecter bass or EMG pickups, or just want to modify your own bass or guitar, then this might just help you. And that's it. It's the bass I've used in pretty much all my videos. If you've seen live gigs, I'm probably playing this, so it's pretty well shown. First thing, most obvious, are the pickups. Now these is EMG 40P5 and a 40J. Now, when you buy your C5 from the shop, it'll come with 40HZ pickups, which are passive ceramic and steel pickups. Look on forums, people don't really like them. Very few people have anything good to say about HZ pickups, so they came straight out, and I replaced with I think it was a 40 DC and a 40P5 burst, and I kept mixing and matching. I made videos about them and finally selected the 40P5 40J, which makes a world of difference. I've got recordings somewhere on my machine, and the sound difference is absolutely incredible. So the best advice I can do is get rid of the original HZ pickups, put your proper EMGs in, and you'll hear a massive sound increase, just clearer, more aggressive, more defined. Another thing you might notice is that we've got 3 knobs here and one little grommet blank in there. The reason why originally this had a EQ system, I think it was a CTS by EMG. It was a proper one. I just didn't like it, the way that you could have your pickups on 50-50 each, or 100%, 0%. You couldn't have 100% and 100%. So the blend knob wasn't working for me. I never really liked the whole bass boost and bass cut and bass treble, bass cut. The whole thing just didn't really work for me, so I took out the whole thing. So what we've got here, volume, volume, tone. And those pots in there are just the same as what come with the pickups when you buy EMGs. So I sold the original systems at BTS, CTS, either way. That's gone, and I never looked back. I never wanted to get another preamp for it, and I don't think you actually need to, because if you use any decent effects, like I've got my pod down there, you can do everything outboard, and in the middle of the gig you don't want to start playing around with presets. It's good to have one button and done. Right, that's really important. One thing I did change, which you can't really see, is flip over. In there I wired another battery in, so we're having an 18 volt supply, not 9 volt. It just gives it more headroom, more power, so that when you're playing live you don't get any sort of distortion or anything. It's meant to give it more of a clearer sound when recording. Most importantly, if you have your single battery, as just in there, then your battery life is half what it would be with 18 volt. So it's a win-win situation. It's the kind of thing you want to do if you know what you're doing. If you don't know what you're doing, don't bother. Get a tech to do it. It'll take about 5 minutes. Maybe make a video for that sometime. Another thing again you can't see is in there, I replaced the tone capacitor that came with the EMG pickups with a Sprague orange drop, same as I used on all my guitars. I used a .047 or 0.5 value drop. That's pretty much what most humbucking bass pickups use. You look at wiring diagrams for Thunderbirds, they'll have that. I'm going to be wiring it out and putting a 0.1 in there. It's just twice what it's currently at. Reason being is that all the EMG pickups come with a 0.1, so I'm going to see what the Sprague orange drop sounds like. If it makes a sound difference, I'll keep it. If it doesn't, I'll leave it. Another big change. Camera work. We have the nuts here, and that is a Graphtec Black Tusk TUSQ, I think it's what it's called. That's the reason why I changed that. Again, same with Thunderbirds. I wanted something which had absolute perfect height clearance here. Meant to just hold down on 3rd fret and measure between there. I've only ever had one guitar which had the proper action. I put my own in, and it sounded better. Also, it just slips in and out. It's designed for tremolo, so on the bass it's just perfect. You can play as heavy as you like, put it in any different room you like, and it will always glide back into place. Keep tuning really well. Also, the tone's pretty cool. last thing I've changed is here. You'll see the washers. Those big ugly washers came from the Terminal 5 building when I worked there. They are disgusting. I want to get some black ones. I just haven't got around to it, so I might spray paint them because they're the right size. The reason I put them on is that when you got that there, the strap cannot come off. You can chuck this around your head, you can do what you like, but it will not come off. So those are the changes. What's left really is what I don't like about the Schecter, and I think they're fantastic guitars, man. The value for money is fantastic. It's mahogany body with a, I think it's an old or ash top, or is it maple top? Something like that. It's quite a good combination, same as Les Paul used, escapes my mind. 5-ply neck, which is pretty cool, and 6 bolts, which is, in my mind, superior to Fender's 4. It can't move in the neck as much, and you get a really good binding. The shape, the contours, the body, everything, I think, is absolutely a dream. But I've had problems with the bass that I've had. First off is here. If you look, I've tried to get the ignition right on the saddles, and for these ones here, you're fine. This low B, I just can't get the saddle back far enough. The common problem I have with basses, because I down-tune quite a lot, you just can't get the saddles back far enough to in-tune properly. I'd like to move this back by about 5mm, if you can. So that's a negative. And also, I'd like to have seen one solid mass piece rather than 5 different individual bits. Maybe it's just something I'm thinking of too much, but I like to think that more mass, more vibrations, better sound tone. That's usually the theory goes along. Apart from that, I can't think of anything else. It is a really good bass, really solid. Oh yeah, one other thing. The tuners here, these are Schecter tuners. They look pretty cool. But they're not really that sturdy. They don't really hold tuning as well as I'd like. I'd like to put some Grover tuners in there, or even some ones you get from the Epiphone Thunderbirds, but it just haven't got the money and haven't got the time, and it's not as much a big priority as possible. But that's something I'd like to change. But as far as the guitar itself goes, it is absolutely fantastic. I love it to bits. Out of every bass I've played, that's my favourite, and I'll probably buy another Schecter at some point in the future. But yeah, that's the EMG pickups in the Schecter C-5.